As earlier promised, I'm now joined by Mr. Oscar Igaida, who is the Nairobi County Chief Officer, Youth, Talent and Sport. Good morning, sir.
Thank you, Mon.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
And of course, let's roll back the clock from your days as FC Leopards Secretary General, and now the transition to county. How has it been?
Well, it's been smooth. Sport is my thing. I think it's been smooth, considering the kind of cooperation and we're getting from our boss. So it's been smooth.
Your boss, you mean Governor Sakaja?
Yeah, Governor Sakaja. Maybe I take this opportunity to wish him a happy birthday.
Oh, today is his birthday?
Yesterday was his birthday, so I didn't get an opportunity to wish him one. So I wish him a happy birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
We wish him happy birthday, Governor Sakaja.
Yeah.
Now, to first thing, now that you've mentioned Governor Sakaja, there's the Sakaja Cup, which has mainly narrowed down to football.
Yes.
But questions are out there. How about the talented athlete, the talented boxer? Because he said, I'm doing this as a measure of nurturing the talent and giving the youth a chance.
Well, you've got to start somewhere. And we decided that we start with football. Sports problems, you deal with football, you've dealt with 60% of the sporting issues. Last week, he met boxers, and he assured them that this time around there will be boxing, Sakaja Cup boxing, and basketball. So we started with football, and as you know that it's been there for two years now. The Rai All-Stars have won both editions,
absolutely,
first edition and second edition. And the good thing is that the cash awards is quite handsome. And these young people of Githurai have used the money to start their own businesses. So the Nairobi County is doing a lot. And in his manifesto, Governor Sakaja promised to identify and nurture talent. That's what he's exactly doing with the Sakaja Cup. The county only comes, that one is funded by the Sakaja Foundation. The county comes in just to support logistics and all that. But the Sakaja is fully funded by the Sakaja Foundation, not the Nairobi County government. Yeah.
A good plan, and credit to the county probably, because the Dandora Stadium is one of the good facilities. Actually, it should be used for talent nurturing. Yeah. But because we do not have stadia in the country, Dandora is hosting high-octane KPL matches, week in, week out. There is the danger this facility gonna wear out very soon. And if I say so, the fears are justified. Because from where you sit, you know what became of Nairobi City Stadium. Yeah. What plans do you guys have to mitigate against that?
Now, we've started Mwiki Stadium. We've actually finished phase one. Phase one entailed the groundworks, the perimeter wall, the abolition block. That one is done. We signed last week a contract for phase two, which now entails the laying of the turf and the terraces. So we believe in the next few months, Mwiki Stadium and Woodley Stadium will be ready. And that will ease the pressure from Dandora Stadium. Yeah.
It will ease the pressure from Dandora Stadium.
Yeah, maybe I should also just mention that even Joe Kadenge Stadium, what you're calling City Stadium, works are ongoing. And in the next 2 weeks, we'll have laid the turf.
Now, you've taken me to my next question. You are talking of Joe Kadenge Stadium. This promise, I think, was made some years back. We're going to rename it after Joe Kadenge, who is a legend. Yeah. But look at the state of that facility, Oscar. Yeah. It's embarrassing to say the least. That tartan track was laid by FIFA through their vision for Africa, but maintenance has been a problem. At one point, that was the home venue for Gor Mahia. Yeah. There was a beautiful master plan on paper on how City Stadium gonna look after refurbishment. What went wrong? Well,
the two previous administrations tried to renovate City Stadium, and they failed. We are doing it. Works are ongoing as I speak to you, and I've assured you in the next 2-3 weeks, we'll have laid the turf. Then we will advertise for phase two. That means expanding the terraces, building of the terraces, and things like the Titan track and all that. So we are doing it, and it's in the budget. It's in the budget. Yes.
What's the projection? By when should this be complete? The complete refurbishment?
Complete refurbishment, I will say towards the end of this year. Yes.
So towards the end of this year, by December, we should have a new look City Stadium,
yes.
Joe Kadenge Stadium.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, and on that note, of course, we are reminding you our question of the day. What should the county government of Nairobi do to improve sports in the county? What do you think the Nairobi County government should do to improve the state of the sports in the county? Hashtag Sporty Monday. You can access at Zita Jimoy, at Isaac Swila, at Citizen TV Kenya. We'll be sampling some of them. We are also on Facebook where you can send your thoughts. And of course, we'll be putting some of them to Mr. Igaida, who is joining us today for this conversation. So what do you think the county government of Nairobi needs to do to improve sports in the county? Of course, there's a lot of issues from infrastructure to facilities and, of course, teams lacking support. We want to hear your thoughts on that. And, of course, we will be sampling your feedback during the tail end of this program. And Mr. Igaida, back to you. You are giving us a December 2025 timeline. The viewer would ask, how realistic is this? Because these promises have been made in the past. As you've said, we've had administrations and so on and so forth. How sure are we this time around the county government going to keep its promise?
We shall, because, for example, Dandora Stadium, when he came into office, it had stalled. It took the governor's intervention. He even had to talk to the head of state to intervene through because the matter was at EACC, and the stalemate was dealt with. And we managed to complete Dandora Stadium. And I've told you, 2 previous administrations have tried to renovate City Stadium, and they have failed. We've put money in the budget. There is a contractor on site. And I've said in this month of February, we'll have already laid the turf. So we are sure that we are on time. And as per the governor's manifesto of having a sports complex in each sub-county in the 10 years that he'll be in office, we're on track.
That's subjective, assuming he wins another fresh mandate, because, okay. But now, apart from City Stadium, go to Woodley, actually. We'll be having that footage shortly. But last year, we covered that event where now the residents, upcoming youngsters, teams in the region actually staged a demo because of the poor state of Woodley Stadium, which is also a facility under your jurisdiction.
Yes. What happened is that we had a contractor on site, and we delayed in paying him. That we must admit. Delayed in paying him. By the time we paid him, he decided to pull out. And we re-advertised. Now there's a new contractor on site.
Help me understand this. Yeah. You delayed in paying him.
Yes.
You paid him. He pulled away from the site.
Yeah. You only pay for works done.
So you paid for the work done?
Yeah, that's only what you pay.
He decided now
I think
terminate the agreement with you guys?
By consent. We terminated by consent. Yeah.
So how is it going now?
The parties agreed. We re-advertised. There's a new contractor on site.
And I think the last shots we had there, you guys had leveled the gravel, basically.
Yeah.
That was a progress that had been done. Yeah. Again, what are the timelines
there? Perimeter wall had already been done.
What should we look for when this is complete, and what's the timeline you guys are having?
Woodley will be before the end of the year. Yeah.
What are you aiming to attain? Should it be a 5,000-seater? Are you going to expand it?
Well, for a start, first, we just want to put the center stand and the turf, just to ease the tension from Dandora first. Then later on, we'll do the terraces. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, let me twist a little bit. You come from sports administration, and of course, you have a rich experience with that, having managed Leopards.
Yeah.
I've seen the county government through Governor Sakaja pumping a lot of money to some National Super League sides, such as United. And the question is, why these teams? We've not seen him really probably at the top tier. Why his passion for the teams in the lower tier?
We are talking about nurturing talent and identifying. You can only identify it at the lower tier. When you talk about AFC Leopards and Gor Mahia, talent has already been identified. There's nothing to nurture there. It's just developing the talent. So I believe Sakaja Foundation has acquired Nairobi United. That's not Nairobi County, by the way. That's him personally with the foundation.
At personal level.
Johnson Sakaja.
So we are separating Governor Sakaja with the Nairobi County government, right?
So he's acquired the club, and he's hoping that it's get promoted to the league. Yeah.
Let me also ask you a question now. From managing Leopards, and now you sit at the helm of governance by virtue of your position in the county government. From where you sit, what do you think needs to be done to better our sports management? Because even Gor, you're talking of Leopards, the basic things are still not right. Even if you're talking of facilities, Gor, Leopards lack. Forget about the stadium, even a training facility. Junior sides, feeder systems. This is still a major problem. And even if you look at what we call talent breeding grounds, we don't have many of them. And of course, as I told you, the Dandora Stadium should actually be used by academy teams, not the top tier teams. What do you think needs to be done to change this situation?
First, I think we need to go the corporate way. This issue all about community teams and all that, I don't think it's working. We need to copy Tanzania and go the corporate way. I think Leopards has tried. They formed a small committee which is looking into the pros.
Actually, they went to Tanzania to benchmark.
Thank you. You can imagine now we are going to Tanzania to benchmark. It used to be the other way around. They used to come to Kenya to benchmark. So I think the best way is just to go corporate, because this issue of community clubs is not working. We need to go corporate. Yeah.
We're out of time, Mr. Gaida, but maybe look into that camera and your final thoughts. What should Nairobians expect in as far as sports infrastructure is concerned in the next 3 years, I think, when Governor Kaja will still be in office?
Well, in our first term in office, that's by 2027, we are hoping to complete Joe Kadenge Stadium, Mwiki Stadium, Woodley Stadium, and Kihumwini Stadium, which is ongoing, by the way, in Kangemi. And we might also do Githurai, which is Panpieri. We're actually rewarding them for winning the Sakaja Cup twice. So we hope to do a stadium at Githurai also. And we've also done 3 basketball courts in partnership with Hennessy. One is in Jericho, one in Umoja, and one in Kayole. So we are not just concentrating on football. We are doing several
other
sports infrastructures, yeah. So not just football. So I could say in the next 3 years, Nairobi will be okay. We are doing small community stadiums at California. We have one in Botella. We have a Hood Sports Complex. I think you've seen it. It's already being used by small teams, nurturing talent. And we're also doing one in Nairobi West.
And of course, we'll hold you to account. We'll hold you to account on this, and we hope to take stock before 2027.
So,
and absolutely, that is Oscar Igaida. That is the Nairobi County official in charge of sports, talent, and youth, speaking to us here on Sporty Monday. Of course, we thank you for making time for the program. When we return, remember, we have the Bundesliga analysis. There's also a feature. We're talking of sports facility. There is a school that is racing against time to get this ready, including 5-star Arsenal hitting Manchester City. How about Manchester United? They fired the blanks. This and much more in the second hour. Stay tuned.